I think we are live. Hi, everyone. This is Aditya Sharma. With me, I have my colleague Dr. Amit Lal and Kunal, our mentor, with us. So, guys, to get started, as always, if you can confirm us in the chat box that you can hear us loud and clear, you can see us absolutely fine, that would be very helpful. And in the meantime, we'll also check connections on our end. Kunal, how are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Today is going to be extremely more visual project solving. Really
Okay,
excited for today.
awesome, awesome. Okay,
Okay. Today morning, heavy snowfall.
heavy snowfall. Okay, guys, you can also start letting us know your current location. I'm based out of Miami, Florida. You write your location in the chat box so that we get to know where you are located. And
Bangalore, India.
Kunal is in Bangalore, and Amit,
Home
where you?
station. Home
Toronto.
station.
So completely white outside.
Ah,
I can hear you and see you. Thank you. Uh,
Anybody joining in again? Anybody is joining in repeat here today?
I guess people are joining in. I can see few comments only. Is it live on like LinkedIn? You have checked, Hadit?
yes, yes, it is live on LinkedIn. People are commenting on LinkedIn actually.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, I'll also add my location, Miami, Florida. Okay, Samuel, good morning. Okay, guys, let us know your current location and then we'll move on with today's session. Okay, Vishwas, thanks for confirming. And also let us know, guys, the weather at your location. It is very good, 22 degrees centigrade here in Miami. Okay. And guys, if you have any of your friends or network who is also interested in data science projects, who are looking to build career in data science, right? Then I think this would be a great session for them. So feel free to share this event with them, invite them. Olena is from Helen, Florida. Okay, great. Olena, nice to meet you. I'm just checking how far is Helen, Florida from my location. It's quite far actually. It's on the other end. So, Olena, let me know, are you still a student? We are actually hiring for a part-time role, someone who has background in data analyst or data scientist, and we are actually looking for students who can contribute like 1 to 2 hours per day. So if you are interested, you can all you ping me on, like, send me a connect request on LinkedIn, and I can set up a call time to call you. Okay. Vishwa says it's freezing cold here. Where is Vishwas? Yes, Sriram from Navi
mm,
Mumbai, Orlando. Okay, it is Orlando. Okay, got it. Okay, guys, and as I said, feel free to share the event with
Florida is
your
also cold,
network.
right? Florida is also cold.
No, no, Florida is not. I mean, it's okay. It's 22 degrees centigrade. It's not cold.
Chicago side is cold.
Chicago is super cold, actually. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Priyal says attended previous project completed but unable to download. No response on email. Kindly help me. Okay, thanks so much, Priyal, for letting me know. There were just a lot of emails, so I will make sure to get back to you within the next few hours, or certainly by tomorrow morning. Okay, and I'm sending it to my team right away so that they can double check why you did not get the certificate. Okay.
Joining from UK.
F24. Okay.
Please, can you share your LinkedIn profile? You're asking from Aditya or Kunal?
Let's see who's asking this.
I'm student as well. It's Pinky who's asking for the LinkedIn profile. Doing my MSc data science. If any opportunity is given, very happy. Vishwas, this is mainly for a project which we do this live session. So if you are looking and you are here for doing a project, you can definitely do it for free. It's completely free. You can complete the project. There is no problem at all. Most probably in India today we have a holiday, right?
Yep. Okay. So guys, let's get started with brief, like a little bit more learning about all of you. So let us know what job role are you looking for, or what are you studying right now, be it data analyst, data scientist, or any other. Let us know in the chat box.
I think now it's becoming a full stack data scientist.
Okay, Priyal, I've sent your question to my team. Okay, so they will check into it and we'll get back to you with a solution. Okay, so don't worry about it, and thanks for letting me know. Okay. Okay, so we have people, data engineering, data science, data scientist, currently a microbiology line learning data analysis. Okay. MCA second trimester, currently interested in data science and AI/ML domain. Okay. I think everybody who's in, no matter what job role they are in, right, they are super interested in getting into AI/ML domain.
Yeah. Especially after a remark from NVIDIA CEO,
Yeah.
Microsoft CEO, all of them are saying
I think
coding is
Microsoft,
dead.
yeah, Microsoft CEO said, right, that they are going to
Coding is
only
dead.
coding is that you
Yeah.
need to know data science.
Yeah, like
Yes.
AI and ML, you have to have some AI or ML usage, some
Yeah.
way or the form, either in coding, summarization, something or the other. You have to have that knowledge.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. So this is helpful, guys. I think we have more or less almost everyone in with the similar interest. So why don't we get started with uh, a brief introduction, and then we will take it. We'll take it to today's project. Let's start with our mentor introduction. I'll share my screen for you to for Kunal for your introduction. Give me 1 second. And let me also set context. Sorry, guys. Thanks everyone for joining today's live project. I'm Aditya Sharma. I'm co-founder and CEO of High Counselor, and with me I have my team member Dr. Amit Lal, as well as our mentor Kunal, who's a senior data scientist at Dell. Why are we all here? Because every week we conduct one live real world project in data science or software engineering domain. we noticed that a lot of entry level candidate people who are transitioning in their career or looking for better job opportunities, they fail in interviews or they do not get interview call primarily because not having hands-on work experience. And that's where we decided to start doing these live projects on LinkedIn so that you can get some real valuable high quality projects on your resume and some relevant work experience on your resume so that you can get more interview calls, you are able to crack more interview opportunities. And it worked out very, very well. We now have a huge community, almost 200,000 people on email, almost 6,000, 5,000 people on our Discord channel. And now we plan to introduce even a better support for our community members because we realize that more than 95% of the people they are actually interested in learning
Aditya, you're not audible. You got mute. Kunal, can you hear Adit?
No.
Hey, wait. He's speaking. He's not.
Okay, so while they are at it, yeah,
Yeah. No. Okay. No worries, guys. I guess you can hear me till the time Aditya. Can you let me know that you can hear me? Me and Kunal, I guess
yeah,
we can
we
hear.
can hear you, Amit.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So in the meanwhile, while Aditya joins back, I guess he has just joined back again now.
can you hear me now?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Uh,
good. All good.
okay, okay. So sorry guys. Thanks for letting me know. There's some issue going on with my system and my phone, so I try to join from other thing. So I don't know, Amit sir and Kunal, like where did you hear listen me
So
last?
you were basically introducing why did we start a training program? We were talking about the
Okay.
training program.
Okay, cool. So, guys, as I said, right, we started this live project almost like a few months ago, and we realized that 95% of the candidates were not able to complete even a few tasks, right? And that clearly says why they don't get interview calls. So that's where we have gone one step further, and we have introduced live training where Kunal actually takes you through three different projects and help you complete those three projects end to end. Okay, so that you have relevant work experience on your resume. Uh, so we are going to talk about that more in the session later on, but I think we are good to get started with our introduction. So Kunal, would love to know about your background. Definitely Amit sir and I know about it, but our audience would love to know more about you.
Yeah.
And here you go. I think we have your slide on screen as well.
Hey, yes, thank you very much. Hey, my name is Kunal Naik, guys. I am a senior data scientist at Dell, but more than that, I am on a mission to help you learn and apply data science and become world-class decision maker and a leader. Primarily, this all journey that I have taken, 10 years of journey, it was all basically trying to learn whatever full stack data scientists require to do, be it from taking data, manipulating it, doing data engineering, cleaning, transforming, bringing it on the dashboard, creating machine learning projects, AI, and all that. So this is and presenting it to stakeholders, managing stakeholders. This is all a big cycle, and today it has become more relevant that in every industry and sectors, AI and ML is going to be a part of it. It's going to become a norm, and we all have to sort of develop this thing. Now, my goal is that I help you do this even faster. The faster you do this, the faster you get back into the market, the quicker you get into the market, and that has been my journey. So more than being a senior data scientist, I love to teach, train, and just enjoy doing more and more projects. That's all I can think of, really. So yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, great, Kunal. Thank you so much for joining us again. Amit sir.
Yeah, hi. Hi everyone. This is Dr. Amit. I work as a head of business operations at High Counselor. I did my bachelor's into computer science, and then I did my MBA program into marketing and human resources. I did my PhD into marketing research. After that, I went to IMA for my research summer school. I worked with corporate companies like Wipro, Reliance, and ICICI Bank back in India. Uh, More than 10 years of experience into teaching and to postgraduate and undergrad level. I have a YouTube channel with the same name with more than 100K following over there. You can follow me there. Yeah.
Okay. A little bit about my background, guys. So, did my BTech from NIT Jalandhar in 2012. After that, I came to US in 2015 for my master's degree at Duke University. After graduation, started my career at PricewaterhouseCoopers as a tech consultant in their data analytics department. Worked there for about a year, then moved to Deloitte Consulting. Worked in their data science and cloud department for 3.5 years. Implemented a lot of tech platforms and led data migration projects for their clients, including Disney, Fox Studios, Amgen, Facebook. And during my time at Deloitte, I was also part of the recruitment team. So did a lot of recruitment for the software engineering, data science, and Salesforce related roles. And that's what made me interested in starting High Counselor. So 2020, I took a leap of faith, started High Counselor in San Francisco Bay Area. And since then, we have helped a lot of candidates get started their career in top tech companies. Okay. So today's project is spam mail prediction using machine learning with Python. So, in today's project, Kunal is going to explain a few tasks and solution so that you can get started with it. And let's see, our objective is to take you a few steps further from where you are. Okay. So, Kunal, over to you. Feel free to share your screen and get
Yes.
started on this project.
Okay. So, how many of you have used an email software that has a little spam folder where you receive mails and you receive spam mails and get classified and goes there? How many of you have had that experience? I'm sure there's nobody who on this planet not having knowing that feature. But today we're going to see a slightly different part of this experience. Okay, how many of you want to see a little bit of visual way of how things are happening in the background about spam and spam classifications and how the words are broken down and what happens with that? How many of you want to see visually what's happening in the background? Yes or no in the comment section. How many of you want to see visually? Like, we have done a little bit of coding and text analyzing and all that, but we really, what I really want to focus on, what I'm excited today, is to able to show you how we break things apart and then try to find stuff and do stuff. So how many of you want to see that? Put yes in the comment section. Let me see who's wanting to see that. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, and let's get started with this. I'm going to share my screen. Now, on my screen is the data. Now we're going to go with the code. I already have the, what we say, the project available. It's here, right? So this should be the spam mail prediction. In case you want to know how to get here, it's basically this. You have to go to highcounselor.com/projects and then basically get login, and then you want to look for spam, right? And the spam mail prediction using machine learning, this is the one, and you can just say start here. Okay, so if you start it, it'll take some time for doing that, so just start that and have it activated. Okay, so I'm just going to give that link on the chat box so everybody has access to it. Cool. Now, while that while this platform is happening, guys, put whenever this project is loading, or put P in the comment section so that I know that platform is loading. But meanwhile, we're going to focus on looking at this spam classification through visual methods. Now let's look at a particular message, guys. Now this is going to be, I'm going to be doing a lot of Excel formulas and functions really quickly. So do not focus on that. Focus on what I'm teaching here. Okay, what I'm teaching, the context. so that the coding and when you start doing the project, it becomes easier for you to understand how to do that. Okay, so now that we have set the context, what I want to do right now is I want to be able to sort of take this data that we have, and this is the target feature, right? So definitely I'm going to just rename this to as target feature, and this is basically the mail or the text that we have, right? So this is one of the small changes that we'll do. But now what I want to do here is that I want to take this text that we have here, the text that we have here, and be able to identify whether it's a spam or ham, right? And we want to take this spam or ham kind of features. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take like few of these spam entries. Okay, I'm just going to take few of them here, like, maybe just I'm going to take just this much of them. Okay, and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to analyze this a little bit separately with this particular part of it. Okay, so that it's visually available. Now what we want to do is, first thing, first of all, do you think machines can read text? The answer is no. If machines cannot read text, but we have to somehow convert this into numbers so that we can use it to predict spam. Okay, so how many of you are with me on this? So now I'm going to show you first how to break it into words. Okay, so first step that we do in all of this activity is going to be called something as, if you go to the task that we have here, we will go to, you'll see that there's a word count of the words that we will get, right? So or we have the length of messages, right? So word count or length of messages. So some of these are very, very easy to find out. First of all, right, we can just take length of it, and I can just say is equal to length of this, and I'll be able to tell whether or not this is a lengthy mail or not, right? So first of all, that mail can be easy. Even mail length can also indicate whether it's spam or not, right? And so that is why we want to basically ensure that first of all we have this character length and all that. But more importantly, now we are going to go into the next part where you have to get the word count. So basically now you see this is one word, right? Until is another word, this is another word, this is another word, right? So everything is one word, and we want to basically break this down, these words. So how I'm going to do that is going to be like this, right? So I'm just going to copy these words, right? And I'm going to come here and I'm going to split these words, right? So it's going to be something like this. There's a text split. Okay, so text split, and I take this and I just say comma. I'm just going to say space is the delimiter, and it really just splits the text into individual words. How many of you got this, guys? What I'm doing is that I'm making each and every word separately as a separate column here, so that I get all individual words. How many of you are able to get this? Can I get a yes in the comment section, right? So I broke down the words. Now this text breaking down, right? You're taking that entire sentence that we have, and then you're breaking out into individual words. And now what we need to do is we need to ensure that these all words become one column, but all the unique words become one column. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take all of this, right? And I'm just going to take another sheet, and I'm just going to paste special values and transpose here, right? So that's what I'll get unique number. I'll get all the words like that, right? So I'm just going to copy this, right? And I'm going to paste special, right? Values, paste special values transpose, and I'm going to continue to do this activity for all of the words so that it's one below the other. How many of you are getting this, guys? See, all we are trying to do right now is we have these set of words, and we are finding a way to sort of get some numbers. One way of getting some numerical information from here so that we can build a machine learning model is going to be the length of the text. But we also can take the words and break it down into individual elements so that we can get the word count and take the unique set of words for this particular corpus, right? So I continue to do this, right? I continue to do this and paste special values and transpose, and I can continue to do all of this activity. Okay, so as you can see, if I do it in Excel, it's how many words do you think it will come here, guys? So if I just keep pasting like this, how many words do you think we can end up potentially having? This is mix of English, some lingos, and some slangs and all that. How many words do you think maximum we could uniquely have within all of this, guys? In the comment section. Okay, so I'm going to say pair spatial, values, and transpose. So how many of you are getting this right now? So we are basically taking all the words, right? All the words and stacking them individually so that we can do a word count on them, right? So what I can do right now is if I can take these all words and I can remove all the duplicates that we have. So if I just remove all the duplicates here, right, you will see that 15 duplicates were removed, and now I have a unique set of words that I can use. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the sheet and I'm going to make this as columns. Okay, I'm going to make this as columns like this, and as you can see here, right, when we make it like that, we are going to have a lot many, like 111 columns getting created. Now, how do we count this particular part? How do we count it? Right, so how do we count it, whether or not it exists in this particular part of it? Right, so what we will do is we'll try to find this, right? So we'll try to find this particular word within this particular text, right? So find basically the above word. Okay, I'm just going to fix this within this particular text, right? And if I find it, it's going to be 1, else it's going to give me some error. But I'm just going to say if error, it's going to be 0. So now basically I'm able to get, if this particular text has this one here, right, I'm able to find it and I'm able to attach it. So how many of you with me here, guys? I know I'm moving a little fast, but I want to make a point here so that this project becomes easy for you. How many of you are seeing this? Right, this is what's happening in the background. So I have this text, and now I created a unique words list like that, and now I can basically what I can do is I can keep applying this formula for all the 111 columns that I have, and you will see that it will find, wherever it finds it, it's just going to give me the basically the number here, right, in which place it found it. Okay, so that way I'm able to get this, but I'm just going to slightly make this a little bit change. So if it's able to find it somewhere in the text, if it's greater than 0, then 1, else 0. Okay, so now greater than 0, then 1. So now, right, I will be able to mark 1. I'm just going to do a conditional formatting here, right? So highlight cells equal to 1, and wherever you will see that the word is found in in the sentence, it's getting tagged out, and now we have some data, or we have some number. Now we can use these set of features to predict this target feature. How many of you are seeing this, guys? Can I get a yes, no in the comments? How many of you found this mind-blowing? This is what's happening in the background of this is 101, text mining 101. Before any algorithms exist, right, 10 years back, this is what I used to do. I used to basically find all the unique words and then see if that word existed in it, and then we sort of came up with a matrix which is in numerical nature, somewhat like one-hot encoding. Okay, how many of you have done one-hot encoding, right? So this is similar to that, and able to get this many words. And as you can guess, if I take all these the words that we have in here, okay, how many columns do you think will get created with the unique values, guys? How many of you are seeing this, yes or no, in the comment section? How many of you are mind blown? Put MB in the comment section, right? So this is how you basically extract the text. Now, once you have this kind of text, right? So once you have this kind of text, you're going to take all these features, and then you're going to take, these are the X features, right? You're going to use that to predict whether it's going to be a spam or ham. Okay, so how many of you are getting this? Can I get a yes in the comment section? Okay, so this is what the task is happening in the model, and there are multiple methods of doing this. This is 101, right? So then you will have like TDF, IDF, and then like count vector, frequency encoder, right? So different types of encoders will happen within that, and it sort of encodes. It's basically a process of encoding this into a more numerical format. Okay, and what I did right now is I gave you a simple indication, right? Whether or not that word exists in that sentence. If it is existing, then put it as 1. And that's how I know, these tricks. And some words will be there, like E exist in every word, LA exist in every one, N exist in every, in will exist in every word, because again, it's a word, right? English word. So it can fit anywhere within this particular part. So this is how we transform the data, the text data, into numericals to predict it. And now we are ready to do the project. So how many of you have now a clear indication of what we are doing in the project? This is what we are doing, right? So your accuracy of the model, of how accurately can you predict the spam, is dependent on what method you use to create this data. Okay, where you reduce the dimensionality, you take top 300, 3000 features, most recurring words, you can remove the stop words, remove the what we say, or what we say, the special characters like this. You have to convert it into lower cases. So there are different ways that you can format this data to get these features. Make sense? So that is what we're going to do now in the project. Okay, so now this will make it very easy for us to execute this project. So first few steps, I'm going to do it very quickly. So just follow along with me, guys. Those who are new to this platform, I'm going to first import the data here. Okay, so how many of you are ready to execute, guys? Put R in the comment section. All right, I wanted to know. And those who are ready, you can start importing this data. Yeah, import pandas as PD, right? And then you're going to import this data, that is PD dot read underscore CSV, and we're going to import the data. So if you see on the right hand side, you have the task mentioned. You can take this text, put it here, right? And you import pandas, read the data, and you can inspect the data, that is DF, and put it here. So this is how you run it, and it will import the same data that we have used, 3500 rows, 5 columns, and you can just hit submit. Okay, so how many of you are able to do the first task? Put 1-1 in the comment section. 1-1 in the comment section. Okay, whoever can do this are able to do that, and you can see a small little pop-up come here, right? The reason we use this platform is that you complete projects and you keep going and get that instant validation of doing the project. So that sort of increases your chances of completing the project. So if you have done this one step, right, watch carefully, guys. If you do this one step, you can just say submit your code, right, and it checks the code and tells us whether or not it's the right step. The import it's straightforward. So if you're able to import it, right, we have the data, and then we can move ahead and do the next step. Okay, so I'm giving you this particular code. I'm going to fast forward few steps, few cleaning steps, right? So you can use this and then check it and keep moving forward. I want to come to a certain number of steps. Okay, so I can see Priyal Jain has done it, right? I just submitted it myself. How about others? Keep doing it, guys. I've given the code. Okay, so now I can give you the second part of it, right? Second part of it, just keep going. Okay, so second part of it, this is null values. So if you can remove the null values and submit it, it's fair enough. Do that quickly and keep submitting this task, because these are fairly straightforward, this thing, right? So we're trying to remove any null values that are available within this, right? So it's if there are any null rows, we will just remove them. So we'll remove that and display it, right? Absolutely, there are some null values. So we have unnamed 2, 3, 4, which have null values, a lot of null values in case. So we can probably think of dropping these columns also. Okay, then we have the next step, which is basically dropping few variables, that the ones that have more missing values, we're going to we are going to drop these variables, and we're going to change the column name from v1 to target and text, much like I have done it here, where I have changed this to target and text, and we're going to delete these columns, so we don't need it. So we just go with these two columns. Okay, so we're going to take this. I can just put that in the comment section, right? And you can just run this, and you should have a clean data set to sort of start this project. Okay, so if you've done 1-2, say 1-2, if you've done 1-3, say 1-3, both of which the codes I've given here. It's 1-2 is basically removing null values. 1-3 is essentially deleting the unwanted columns and renaming the columns v1 to target and v2 to text. Okay, cool. Now what we're going to do is, once we have this, right? So once we have this, now we are going to encode the data, the machine learning mastery, right? We have this particular code where, you see that target data has column and perform label encoding on top of it. The reason we do label on encoding on top of it is that ham and spam are basically words, right? So what we want to do is, we want to ensure that, okay, the spam that the spam is going to be marked as 1 and the ham is going to be marked as 0. And so what we'll do is we'll just say look up this ham here, f4 2 exact match, and this is what label encoding is. So basically what I'm doing is I'm finding out ham and spam, right, and converting them into number like this so that I can predict it much more easily. That's what label encoding is. Okay, so yes, we are able to take the convert it into 0 and 1. Okay, so that's the next step. So I'm going to give you that part of it, which is this set of code, basically. Sorry, this set of code. So I'm just going to quickly do this, run this part of it, and you will see that you will have this 0101 available. How many of you are seeing this right? This is what encoding is. It's really just a VLOOKUP exercise, okay, to find out what the categories are, unique categories, and then just look them up, right? How many of you find this, that visually understanding what's happening in the background is really easy to follow through, and data science becomes really, really fun, as opposed to you're simply just writing the codes, not knowing what's happening in the background, but able to visualizing this. Put Viz in the comment section, right? This is how we do the projects. Well, I'm going to help you do 3 more projects with increasing complexity. The reason you are not able to complete projects or are not able to get full sense of how projects are getting executed in data science is because you learn the theory, but you don't put it together till you're able to solve the problem. And solve the problem is a lot of problem solving. A lot of problem solving comes if you can visualize it in a space, kind of thing. Like imagine that, kind of like imagine Iron Man, talking to Jarvis and being able to imagine and visualize stuff while he's doing that. So even he needs visualization before he can do stuff, right? So that visualizing aspect is important, and I make you visualize every other aspect that we can possibly can, so that you get the full advantage of understanding not only the code wise from a visual perspective, and that's where the learning is. And there are different types of learners, right? So perfect. So how many of you are able to complete 4th tasks? Just do let me know, right? And we are now basically trying to do the redundancy, right? So removing duplicates and all that. Also, we're going to just fast forward. So we're going to fast forward till 2-1, right? And I'm going to show you how, or give you a chance to basically introduce you to the projects that we have. So stick around, guys. Okay, this is going to be amazing. Okay, so now how many of you have done that? Put 1-4. So 1-4 is done for me. And finally, we can remove the duplicates. Remove duplicates is basically you just come here, right? You just come here, and I'm going to go here and say data, and then say remove duplicates, right? And you'll see that 198 duplicate values. That means 188 duplicate emails were available, so I just deleted them. Okay, so we're going to find if there are duplicates in this particular exercise, right? So you'll see that there are duplicate 198, the ones that I deleted. right? So they are available. Okay, so just check that out. Okay, so this is how you found duplicates. And then what we do is we remove the duplicates because yeah, we don't want them. Okay. Okay, so how many of you are finding this useful? How many of you are seeing that remove duplicates? It's easy, right, to identify this, remove duplicates and remove it. Okay, so how many of you are able to do task 1-6, put 1-5, put 1-5. Okay, and then we are going to do the purity check, that is removing the duplicates, right? So in this step, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the duplicates, right? Much like how I showed you in Excel. So first we find out if there are duplicates. If there are, then we delete the duplicates, right? So you will see that from 3302, so we have 3500 rows. Now it went to 3302 because we removed the duplicates. Okay, so that's remove the duplicates. Okay, and then now we are coming to the visualizing the visualizing the spam landscape. Okay, cool. Okay, how many of you are seeing the speed in which we can do stuff? How many of you are seeing the speed in which we can do stuff? If you knew things visually, you will be able to do the steps very, very fast. Okay, so we have done that. Now we are in the step where we are visualizing the spam landscape. So in the 2-1, we're trying to visualize how many spams exist. So all we're trying to do is this. I'm just going to do an insert pivot table on this, right? I'm going to put the target column here. I'm going to put the text of count here. And basically what this is telling here is going to be a pie chart like this. So what's happening here is that we're able to tell that, okay, there is a significant portion, right? So add data labels. Okay, so he has 2871 non-spams, 431 of them are spams. So clearly there is an imbalance, right? So you're not going to find a lot of, there is a certain portion of the mails will be only spam. Not all of them is going to be spam, right? So first we're going to visualize this, and clearly there is an imbalance. So we're going to write a code for doing that precisely here. So I'm going to take a matplotlib, right? And we're just going to do this part of it and visualize it and be able to tell this percent, right? 13%, that is 431 of them is spam and 289 is non-spam. Okay, and that's how we visualize this part of it. How many of you are getting the visual linkage? Put VIZ in the comment section, guys. VIZ in the comment section. Okay, how many of you are enjoying it? Put like, love emoji in the comment section. Like, love emoji in the comment section. Okay, cool. I'm going to submit this, right? And I'm going to take you to 2 more steps, and then 1 more step, sorry. And then we're going to move on to ensure that you are in position to start executing these projects. And then I'm going to show you how you can work with us to do 3 comprehensive projects like this. And imagine just being able to do it, taking from easy complexity to the highest complexity and having those frameworks to solve these problems, be able to execute much more effectively. Okay, so that's the next talk, and then we're going to get the unveiling the length of insights here, right? So that's the last part of it. I'm going to show you how that particular part of it comes, right? So what you're going to do is, let me just do it first, and I'm going to show you how this is happening. So
basically, we can go to this task. Just before, let us explain the training program, and then we can go.
Absolutely.
To yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Let me stop the share. Yeah.
Yeah. Aditya, are you here? Can you hear me? No, I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. So, Kunal, I think this project, I think a lot of people are able to continue with us. But guys, we definitely want to let you know about a training program that we are starting this week, and understand if you are interested in joining it. We that is already filled, but we have like 1 or 2 spots left where we are planning to admit a few more candidates, right? And that's where we thought we could share that with you. So we are starting a end-to-end training program where Kunal is going to help you complete three projects, understand them, explain all the tasks as he just explained you right now. And as I said at the beginning, that a lot of candidates they were never able to complete even two tasks without Kunal's help. So this is what we are trying to overcome here. And this training is going to start this week. So if you have not signed up, I would highly, highly recommend you to join it. Let me give you a quick overview of it, how you can sign up for it. First of all, let me share it. Okay. So I'll share my screen. Kunal, Amit, are you able to see it?
Yeah, it's loading.
Yeah, I can
So,
see
Now I
that.
guys,
can see. Yeah.
so Kunal is going to do a 3 week training on data analyst and data scientist project, any of the track that you can choose. And in this 3 weeks, he is going to complete three very unique, high quality projects with all of you on a personalized Zoom call. And at the end of this 3 week and three projects, you'll be able to add these projects on your resume, your LinkedIn profile. Will also provide you a master class on how you can utilize these projects to find a job. Okay. This training cost is $299 for anyone in the US, UK, Canada. And for people in India, it is 9,999 rupees, Indian rupees. Okay. We want to make sure that the training is accessible to people everywhere, wherever they are located. And this price is going to increase to its original price of 399 in 24 hours. So, any question that you may have related to this training, you can feel free to ask in the chat box. Uh, and but I would highly, highly recommend it. As I said, guys, we noticed that 95% of the students they're not even able to complete two tasks without our mentor help. And then we see a lot of people in a situation where they don't even get interview calls, they don't even get a job, and a lot of time people just think that it might be bad job market, but no, it is also because
No.
students do not have relevant projects on their resume. Okay. So the price is $299, guys, for the next 24 hours. We have two more spots left. If you're interested, let us know in the chat box. And I'm sharing a form, right? If you are interested in joining it in this week, let us know. Let me share the interest form with you. Fill that out so that we can reserve a spot for you. Okay. Otherwise, we are going to assign it to our other users. But if you're interested, we'll hold this spot for you for the next 24 hours. Okay. So I'm sharing a Google form with all of you. If you can quickly fill it, we will be able to hold this spot for you. Just give me 1 second.
And as you fill it, guys, put F in the comment section. So we just want to know whoever is filling it. So just put F in the comment section.
And I would just like to add one thing, that do not treat this as any other online course. This is not an online course. This is a hands-on live training
Live.
program where Kunal will be end to end ensure that you complete the project. You mention all those three projects on your resume in the right way with right keywords, and very importantly, you should understand how like the framework works. Like if somebody is coding any if doing some project, we need to understand how the framework of that project also works. So Kunal explains each and everything in those sessions.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
So guys, if you are interested, kindly let us know in the comment section. We are left with only two spots for this one. Uh, so if you are interested, you want to complete these three projects, if you are transitioning your career, if you you lack experience, or you want to complete, make sure that the three projects get on your resume. Do let us know in the comment section. You can type what we should type, what we should ask them to type.
F. F in the comments.
Okay. So, guys, if you're interested, kindly type F in the comment section.
Okay.
Amit sir, I'm sending somehow I'm not able to like paste this link in the chat box
You can WhatsApp me.
of the interest form. I'm sharing it with you. If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can do that,
yeah, yeah.
that would be great. 1 second.
Someone is asking how much is it in pounds.
Pounds. I'll let you know. Wait. I 245. I guess around 250.
Yeah, 250.
Okay, so here you go. I've added this link in the chat box for everyone, guys. This is an interest form. If you're interested, fill it out so that we can reserve a spot for you. Uh, right, and and we plan to start from day after tomorrow. Okay. By the way, so Gaboega, we also had one customer or a candidate in our last week training. His name was
Mayoba.
Mayowa, right? Mayowa, and we we conducted this entire training with Mayowa. I plan to connect with Mayowa sometime this week. So more than happy to share his experience with you. But I think Kunal, you worked with Mayowa one on one, right?
Yeah.
And he was very happy with it. And I think it's very important for people who are transitioning into data science career. I'll also share experience of Michael, who currently works in Target as an operations manager, but who's trying to get into data analyst and data scientist role. Okay. So guys, if you've filled out this interest form, please let us know in the chat box. Just write filled or F. Okay.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, guys, related to this, please let us know. We want to make sure that some of our candidates from live sessions they also get part in this training, and they actually get benefit and move to the next stage in their career.
Okay. Uh,
Okay, I can see a few people adding their information in the interest form. Guys, let's take one more minute and then we'll see who's interested, and we'll reach out to you on that. By the way, Boyega, where are you located?
hmm. Boyega is most probably in UK, I guess. And when is our next resume and LinkedIn event, Adit?
It's on this Friday.
Friday? So guys, do join us for the live. Yeah, Boyega is saying in UK. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think Mayowa was also from UK.
Yeah, Maya was also from UK. Uh, so guys, our live LinkedIn review and resume review, where we pick up resumes and LinkedIn and we analyze them live. So make sure that you join our Friday session for that. That will also be a live event from our side. And this training program also starting this week. So if you are interested, you want to complete project, you need hands-on support, you Kunal is there to help you out. It's a very small batch size. We ensure that each and every candidate completes the
Yep.
project. That's more important.
So Boyega, thanks for filling out this the interest form. We'll reach out to you. I remember that Mayowa's credit card did not work somehow. Maybe it was the particular credit card, but then he made like the bank transfer. So we can help you assist with that. So my team member will reach out to you, and we'll take it from there. Also, uh, I can see interest from John uh, Agumba. So, John, thanks for letting us know. John, just let us know which country you are in. Are you in the US? Also, Sai Kumar Reddy has also shown interest. Sai will reach, my team member Neelam will reach out to you, and we can include you in the training program. Okay. So we are getting a few people interested, which is great. If so, guys, let's take one more minute and fill out this form. Any question that you may have, feel free to ask right now. Okay, we will be more than happy to assist you.
Yeah.
John is from US. Yeah.
Okay, John. So you're in the US. Okay. And John, which city you are in, just for the time zone, so that our team member calls you at the right time zone, not at like late evening or probably too early. Sometimes when people thought that I was in Pacific time, and then they call me at like 11 p.m. in the night. Vishwa says invalid dynamic URL. It shouldn't be the case. I mean, people are filling it out, but let me share that with you again. Ta-ta-ta.
You posted that on LinkedIn, right?
Yeah, I posted on LinkedIn. Uh, and I think Vishwas is also in LinkedIn. Is she's posting from LinkedIn? So
Yeah.
okay,
So,
St. Charles,
John,
Missouri. Okay, USPST. Cool.
Chirag is in USPST, Missouri. John is in from Missouri.
Okay, cool. Okay, John. So I'll probably call you sometime this afternoon if that works for you, or one of my team members, Oliver, might call you, and we can take it from there. Da da da. Okay, awesome. So, thank you so much, guys. I think this is very helpful, and we can let's continue our project from here. Anyone else who has not filled up the interest form but would like to do 3 projects with us, feel free to fill out the interest form, or you can directly go and book this training from the link as well. Let me share the link with all of you again. We plan to close the booking sometime tomorrow. So please reserve your spot before that. Okay. I'm sharing the direct link as well with everyone. If you are ready, you can simply go to the link and reserve your spot. If you want to connect with us, fill out the interest form, and we will certainly reach out to you, and we can will take the time over there. Okay. Kunal, you want to wrap up the last few tasks or like one more task of
Yes.
your project? Okay, please
Yes,
take it.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Last one.
Excuse me.
Okay, so the last step, guys. So thank you, everybody, guys, for showing your interest. And we're going to move on to the last task, and then you're going to go and run through and ensure that you move and complete all the tasks. The last task right now is okay. Is my screen coming on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now it's visible.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's visible.
So last task is basically taking the number and sort of creating a histogram plot like this. To just know what's the distribution of spams and non-spams. And so we can do the same thing here. What we can do here is basically take all of these the length that we have within the data, right? So I can just go here and call it as length, and I can just simply say length of this entire text, and then I can extract all the length of the text, right? So the advantage of this now is that we can see the distribution. So I'm going to say a pivot table here, right? I'm going to take the length here, and I'm going to take the target feature. I'm going to put it in the column area, or just put it in the filters area. And now if I just group this, right? So I can just group this by maybe, let's say, 10, and say okay. And you can see that now it's grouped, and now we have a sort of a graph that we can use, right? So I'm just going to take the count of this, and now I can insert a bar chart on top of it. Maybe this is too less. Maybe we can just put 7 and say okay. But whatever the case is, now you will see that there is a plot that is available, which is very similar to what we have in this place, right? So this is even it's breaking it down into much more smaller part of it. So I'm just going to say group by, let's say, 3 or something like that. Group and ending at, yeah, okay. So this is, sorry, 1, and I can change this to 10. Okay. The bins to be 10 and say okay. And now you're going to see a chart like this. Maybe 10 is too much, or maybe 5 too less. Yeah, so something like that, and you will start seeing a pattern like this, right? So this is the distribution, and I can just now distribute it with 0, and I can also distribute with 1, right? So that's the small little chart that you're seeing here. Okay, so that's how you can visualize this part of it. This is to understand, okay, there is a clear differentiation between the spams. So spams are usually lengthy, right, while the real messages are short and crispy, right? They are just like snappy. So there's definitely a distribution change, and definitely this feature can be helping in terms of predicting spam, right? So that's how this particular code works. It basically works to give you the distribution, and now you can now you can basically go ahead and understand and create the feature, guys. Okay, now once you do that, once you submit the step, now it is all about the next steps, which is basically exploring the word count, which is what we did here, right? So this is the word count exercise we did. That's the exercise that we do, and in this word count exercise, again, we get the length and all of that, but in the next one we sort of get the word count. We take the count and we count one word at a time, and then get that word count for each of these words to be able to do that. So now you're going to write that code and move forward with this, guys. Okay, so move forward, keep moving forward, and I've got you to this point, but now it's your turn to complete it to the finish line and sort of add this project. So once you complete this project, you will essentially get a project towards the end, I mean certificate towards the end of it. It's all about articulating what you did here. Now you have a much more deeper understanding. You can interview better and present yourself a lot more better. Okay, so how many of you have found this amazing, mind-blowing? Put MB in the comment section, guys. And thank you for joining in, and please do continue, guys. Please do continue forward. Okay, so thank you for joining in. And last moment to basically ensure that you show interest in joining me in completing 3 projects that is going to make you interview confident.
So, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask. We can take 1 or 2 questions over here
Yes,
before we
ready
leave.
to take question.
And so Kunal have given a very good overview about the project and also showed how he has completed 2 to 3 tasks of this project. So make sure you complete this project within a week. Okay, and we all know, so Kunal has been taking live sessions, and he has already, we know his exceptional teaching qualities, right? So if you are able to understand the way Kunal teaches, I guess the program will definitely going to help you out. Okay,
Thank you,
Sesha says
Sesha.
thank you.
Vishwas say mind-blowing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Vishwas. Thank you.
I'm going to take any few questions if you have, guys. Thank you, Chirag. Yeah.
Thank you. So, guys, and our next live will be on Friday. That will be on Resume and LinkedIn review. So, make sure if you have any doubts on Resume or maybe LinkedIn, you can come up with your resume. We'll try to pick it up. Not everyone's resume we will be able to do it, but definitely we'll try to do as much as possible. Okay, but from others also we learn in that process. So, I guess that is a very fruitful session. So, come with your LinkedIn and your resume ready, and we'll be happy to take it.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I don't see any further questions. I guess we are good.
Okay, great. Thanks everyone, and all those who have filled out the interest form. A team member or myself will reach out to you. So Chirag, I can see your interest. So we'll reach out to you. Same thing for John, Boyega, Sai Kumar, and a few others. Okay. So we'll reach out to you guys, and let's see if we can work together in the upcoming training. And yeah, wish you all the best. A wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Kunal.
you.
Thanks, Amit sir.
Thank you.